Imagine being born into a world where your freedom isn't even a question, because it's never been an option. That's the reality Parthena Rollins faced. Born in Scott County, Kentucky, in 1853. She was born into slavery, owned by Ed Duvalle. Now she remembered him as kind for a slave owner. He never whipped the adults, but he'd whip the children to correct them. Never beating, just correcting. They all had to work, but she said they were never overworked and always had enough to eat. But Parthena was painfully aware that their situation was the exception, not the rule. She remembered so many slaves who weren't nearly as fortunate. One story haunts her memory. Slave traders came through, and among the people for sale was a young mother holding her baby. The traders wanted the woman, but not her child. So her owner did the unthinkable. He took the mother away, ripped the baby from her arms, and beat that child to death right in front of her. The mother, broken, was brought back to be sold. She was bought immediately by her new master, pleased to have a strong worker. But trauma isn't so easily left behind. The horror of seeing her baby murdered preyed on her mind until she developed epilepsy. Her new master, angry that she couldn't work, sent her back, demanding a refund. Just like that. No justice, no mercy. Parthena's memories don't stop there. She told of another slave, killed for disobedience and buried secretly in a barn. No one dared speak of it until after freedom came. The fear was too real, the threat of death always lurking. And then there were the beatings, backs blistered, overseers tearing open wounds and rubbing in salt and pepper to intensify the pain. Some slaves were beaten to death, their bodies tossed into sinkholes left for the buzzards. Others, half-fed, half-clothed, suffered such cruelty that, as Parthena said, it would make your hair stand on ends. Now, in her old age, Parthena Rollins could barely talk about those days. She lived with her daughter and grandson, her health broken, her spirit marked by the past. These aren't just stories. They're warnings from history. They remind me of the resilience of those forced to endure the unthinkable, and they challenge all of us to never look away from the truth. Thank you for listening. If this moved you, remember to share Parthena's story, because history only changes when we face it together.